It's a show that bears her name, but this past Sunday, The Weekly with Wendy Mesley was without its host. Mesley was off the air after what the CBC calls an incident. On Twitter today, Mesley said, "In the context of an editorial discussion about current issues regarding race, I used a word that should never be used." She wrote, "I was quoting a journalist we were intending to interview. I hurt people, and I'm deeply sorry. I'm also deeply ashamed." Both the CBC and Mesley declined on-camera interviews. CBC said in a statement she is off-air pending an investigation. Mesley says she's been asked to keep the process confidential.
Thanks so much for joining us.
It's not clear how long the investigation will take or when Mesley could be back on air. Eli Glasner, CBC News, Toronto.
Well, at some point, just about everyone says something they wish they'd said a little differently. Tonight, Justin Trudeau may be feeling part of that club. Recently, he mused on French radio about a scenario where he could support Quebec separation. Today, he was passionately, if not fervently, backtracking. Leslie McKinnon picks up the story.
It was in a Radio-Canada interview in French that Justin Trudeau made his surprising remarks over the weekend. He said that we were going backwards 10,000 different ways. Maybe I would think about wanting to make Quebec a country.
Bonne nouvelle, nous l'acceptons les bras ouverts.
The Bloc Québécois said it would welcome Trudeau into its fold with open arms. But the most emotional response today came from Justin Trudeau himself in an impassioned scrum with reporters.
Canadians shouldn't be asking, does Justin Trudeau actually want to separate? Of course. But will Justin Trudeau fight with his very last breath? Absolutely.
Yes. Did I say things in the most provocative way possible? Absolutely. Why did I do that? Well, because that's the way our public discourse goes.
Well, at some point, just about everyone says something they wish they'd said a little differently.